Welcome to Sage Audio. Today let's look at some creative vocal mixing techniques, but first, if you have a mix that you need to have mastered, send it to us to receive a free mastered sample of it with the link in the description. Side image reverb. The chapters in this video are in no particular order, so let's start with a fun new trick that I've been using. In short, I'll first duplicate my lead vocal. Then on the duplicate, I introduce reverb, typically with a longer release time and higher decay and EQ on the higher frequency range. Last up, I insert this free MSED plugin. With it, I'll solo the side image by muting the mid image. Now this way I can keep a part of my vocal dry and up front, but then add reverb to the side image, causing a unique juxtaposition between the two signals. Let's take a listen.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. That's when we forget just who we are.
Tone, vocal harmony. If I want to create a unique double or make my lead sound really distinct and unique for a section of a song, I'll first use this split EQ by Eventide and bring the transient slider all the way down, just leaving the tone of the vocal. Then I'll use this H8000. Now, I typically use a doubling setting with some harmonization thrown in. The combination of these two processors results in a vocal without transients and one that's great for blending in. Let's take a listen.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are.
If you're enjoying the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It's free and it helps us bring you more videos. Automated parallel compression. This newfangled Audio Invigorate plugin is great for adding in parallel compression, limiting, and overdrive. But what's great is that it's easy to automate and create a unique sound. What I'll do is keep it at a moderate level until I want the vocal to have a distinct character. Then I'll increase the mix dial using automation and occasionally position the middle icon to a more aggressive setting before switching it back to normal. Let's take a listen and let me know when you think this type of effect could be useful.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are.
Panned binaural vocal. Next up, I'm going to use this free binaural plugin on my vocal and, like the last chapter, automate the position of the sound source. Now this makes it easy to create a Doppler effect or to make the vocal sound as if it's moving around the listener in real time. The setup is pretty simple, but the result is really cool. So let's take a listen.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are.
Aggressive, distorted tuning. Combining tuning and distortion has been popular for a little while now, but it's still not used as often as it could be. I'll start with a tuner and use very aggressive, unnatural settings before inserting a saturation plugin that distorts and adds some soft knee compression. The combination of the two works really well and has a lot of potential to be even more experimental. Let's take a listen.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are.
Side image delay. Let's do what we did in chapter 1, but this time with delay. Again, I'll have my duplicated vocal and first insert a stereo delay. Now, I'll typically use an eighth and dotted eighth note delay, add some crosstalk, and make sure that the effect is more wet than dry. Then I'll use the same MSED plugin as before to mute the mid image before blending in the effect with a channel fader. Let's take a listen to how this creates side image delay that would be hard to achieve with a typical delay plugin.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. That's when we forget just who we are.
Crossfade transients and tone. As far as I know, the Event Split EQ plugin is the only one that can isolate a signal's tone and transients. With that in mind, I'll use automation to increase the level of the tone and decrease the transients, and vice versa. This gives the vocal a distinct, shifting quality. Let's take a listen and notice how this could be used in combination with other processing, like maybe phasing or flanging, to create a really interesting movement within the vocal.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are.
If you're enjoying the channel, use the search box to watch more of our videos. Classic punk, lo-fi vocal. If I want a lo-fi punk or rock vocal sound, I like to first emulate heavy transistor distortion to mimic cheaper electronics found in older hardware. Then, I'll insert an EQ and isolate the frequencies to the mids with a somewhat aggressive resonance around 3 kHz to help retain the vocal. From there, you could add reverb, more compression, or whatever you like, but this is a great foundation for a rock or a punk vocal. Let's take a listen.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are.
Modern digital, lo-fi vocal. If I want to create a modern, more unique lo-fi vocal, I'll start with aggressive tuning before using EQ to isolate the frequencies to the mids, but with less of a high frequency cutoff than I used in the last chapter. Then I'll use this free codec plugin to introduce lossy file type distortion. Again, we achieve a lo-fi sound, but this time, the sound is distinctly digital and more modern. Let's take a listen.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are.
Reverberated sibilants. I like to use this trick on rap vocals a good amount. First, I'll send the vocal to a parallel track, and then I'll isolate the high frequencies using a linear phase EQ. Next, I'll compress to get a smooth sound to the highs before adding some reverb with a 50-50 dry-wet blend. Lastly, I'll blend the effect in with the parallel track's channel fader. Let's take a listen.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright. That's when we forget just who we are. Forget just who we are.
If you have a mix that you need to have mastered, send it to us to receive a free mastered sample of it using the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching.